Morning, a lot of rain, a lot of wind, trees down, a lot of leaves on the road. Michelle, what's the latest?
Well, the worst of it's over, Patrick, but we're still seeing lingering effects here. In fact, even some additional showers working their way through Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts this morning. This has been the line, though, that's almost off the Cape now, that's brought the intense rainfall, thunder, and wind damage earlier in the morning for Rhode Island, New Bedford, Fall River. It's now continuing to lift off to the north and east. And what's moving overhead right now across Narragansett Bay, northwest Providence, that is much lighter. It's enough to dampen those roadways, force you to turn the windshield wipers on, maybe even allow for some real minor street flooding as the storm drains in many areas are clogged with leaves this morning. So we are going to keep our threat tracker up into the high category through the end of this morning's commute. Certainly lingering effects from the overnight and early morning storminess. And one thing that I have my eye on here as we approach high tide is some minor coastal flooding. You know, just checking out our Narragansett camera, I'm actually going to move out of the way so you can see this completely. Look how the water is almost up to the parking lot already, and we're still about 2 hours away from our high tide, which is around 10 a.m. So some minor splash over flooding for communities like Narragansett Bay, but maybe even up into the Providence, Fall River areas too, up along the Narragansett Bay and Buzzards Bay. Could also see some minor coastal flooding. In Providence, still damp, lots of clouds, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Winds are gusty, but not nearly as strong as they were earlier in the morning when we had peak wind gusts at times over 50 and even a few reports of wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. So here's the wind gust Futurecast at 9 o'clock this morning. Wind gusts generally between 20 and 30 miles per hour for the next few hours. Things change though as we head into the afternoon. This is 2 o'clock. Another front going to come through here. That front's going to bring about another batch of blustery winds. Not damaging winds, but could see some gusts over 30 miles per hour by the early evening hours, including at kickoff for the Pats game. So still a blustery evening, and then the winds will diminish, the temperatures will cool, the skies mostly clear for the night. Cold fronts are racing across the area this morning. We've got a second one back to the west of us. This has to come through this evening. That's going to bring about the cooler temperatures and the complete clearing that I do expect to occur. As we move through the end of this morning, scattered showers coming to an end, skies break to partly sunny conditions. Then through the evening and night, again, we're mostly dry. Small chance of a sprinkle as that cold front comes through. Not a big deal. Big trend will be back to drier, cooler conditions as we finish the work week tomorrow. This morning, temperatures again getting up to about 70 degrees. I do expect some breaks in the clouds by the end of the morning and a partly sunny sky for this afternoon. Again, winds do pick back up and those temperatures will fall quickly. So while we do top out in the low and mid 70s, by kickoff this evening, we're down to 58 degrees, dry and breezy. Those west gusts by the evening up to 30 miles per hour. So last little bit of shower activity working its way through now. Rest of the day dries out. We go from 70s today to 50s by tomorrow. For Saturday, trick-or-treating day, we've got 54 degrees for the afternoon high. Send in your little ghosts and goblins out through the neighborhood. Temperatures dropping into the upper 40s. It won't be as chilly late at night on Saturday, 45 for the overnight low. And on Sunday, we're looking a little bit milder, but there's a slight chance of a shower late in the day. Not a washout by any stretch. And at that point, the sun will already be going down. Go back to daylight saving time ends. We go back to standard time on Sunday, so that means the sun sets at 4:41 in the afternoon on Sunday. Early next week looks warmer than normal.